There's a city, buried in time, wrapped in prophecy, and soaked in the prayers of billions. A city where ancient stones echo the footsteps of prophets. Where kings dreamed, messengers wept, and empires rose and fell. To some, it's the heart of the world. To others, it's the spark of endless wars. But what is Jerusalem, really? Why do Jews, Christians and Muslims, people who've never met, all turn their hearts toward this one sacred place? This is not just history. It's spiritual gravity. This is Jerusalem, the eternal city of three faiths. And today, we uncover the untold story. The ancient origins of Jerusalem before the prophets, before the temples, and before the Crusades. There was a city, hidden in the hills of Canaan. Small, mysterious, surrounded by silence. We know it today as Jerusalem. But its first name was probably Jerusalem, a word from the ancient Canaanite language. Jerusalem means city of Shalem, the god of dusk and peace. Long before any organized religion, this place had spiritual weight. A city at the crossroads of ancient trade routes, and the center of sacred geography. It wasn't powerful, but it was positioned. And that made all the difference. Archaeologists found evidence of settlement here going back over 5,000 years. Stone walls, burial sites, broken pottery, all whispering of forgotten lives. But it wasn't just a city of survival. It was a city of destiny. Because soon, something would happen here that would change the spiritual future of the entire planet. Jerusalem in Judaism, the heart of a people for the Jewish people. Jerusalem isn't just a city. It's identity, its memory, and its longing. Thousands of years ago, according to Jewish tradition, it was here that Abraham, or Ibrahim, almost sacrificed his son in a test of faith. It was here that King David, the great warrior and poet, made Jerusalem his capital. And it was here that his son, Solomon, built the first temple. A temple unlike anything the world had seen. Built from gold, cedar, and stone. It became the holiest place in Judaism. The temple was believed to house the Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest said to carry the 10 Commandments given to Moses. This was the heart of Jewish worship. A place where heaven touched earth. But peace never lasted long in Jerusalem. Empires came. Empires fell. The Babylonians destroyed the first temple in 586 BCE. The Jewish people were exiled. But their hearts stayed behind. Later, they returned and built the second temple. But even that was destroyed by the Romans in 70 CE. Only one part of the ancient structure remains today. The Western Wall, also known as the Wailing Wall. It's not just a wall. It's a lifeline. For generations, Jews from all over the world have come here. Crying, praying, hoping. Because no matter where they live, Jerusalem remains the center of their soul. Jerusalem in Christianity, the city of the cross. For over 2 billion Christians around the world, Jerusalem is more than sacred. It's where the story of salvation unfolded. A humble teacher from Nazareth walked these very streets, teaching love, healing the sick, challenging the powerful. That teacher was Jesus of Nazareth. To Christians, he is the Son of God. And Jerusalem is where his mission reached its peak. The Last Supper. It happened here. His arrest in the Garden of Gethsemane. Right outside the city walls. The crown of thorns. The trial. The cross. all of it, in Jerusalem. And then, the moment that changed Christianity forever: the empty tomb. According to the Bible, Jesus was crucified, buried, and rose again on the third day. The place believed to hold his tomb is now the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a sacred site shared by multiple Christian denominations. It's ancient, chaotic, revered. Millions of Christians travel across oceans just to touch its stones, to walk the Via Dolorosa, the path Jesus walked to his crucifixion, to pray where they believe heaven and earth collided. For Christians, Jerusalem is not just a chapter in history. It's the very heartbeat of their faith. The city where God, in human form, wept, bled, and forgave. Jerusalem in Islam, the blessed land. For Muslims, Jerusalem is not just history. It's a sacred trust, a city mentioned in the Quran, without being named, a city touched by the footsteps of prophets and angels. At its heart stands Al-Aqsa Mosque. To Muslims, it's the third holiest site after Mecca and Medina. But for a time, it was the first, yes, the first Qibla, the direction Prophet Muhammad and his companions faced during prayer, before it was changed to Mecca. That alone makes it special. But there's more, much more. According to Islamic belief, something miraculous happened here. One night, the Prophet was taken from Mecca to Jerusalem, on a divine journey called Isra, and from the rock beneath Al-Aqsa, he ascended through the heavens, meeting prophets, speaking to angels, and standing before God himself. That moment, Miraj, made Jerusalem forever sacred in Islam. It became the spiritual link between earth and the heavens. But Muslims don't just love Jerusalem for one miracle. They believe it was home to many prophets: Ibrahim, Dawood, Suleiman, Musa, Isra, peace be upon them all. They walked this land, preached here, prayed here, and Muslims believe their message was one and the same. Jerusalem is not just a part of Islamic history. It's part of Islamic identity. Even today, despite occupation, division, and conflict, Muslims across the globe weep for Al-Aqsa. They don't need to live there to love it. Because in Islam, Jerusalem lives in the heart of every believer. Jerusalem is more than just a city. It's a mirror of our hopes, our faith, and sometimes our deepest divisions. Jews, Christians, Muslims, three faiths, one city, endless emotions. Each path leads back to the same place. The city of peace. That's still waiting for peace. So what does Jerusalem mean to you? A holy place? A battleground of history? Or a reminder that we are more connected than we think? Tell us in the comments. We want to hear your voice. If this story moved you, if it opened your eyes, hit the like button, subscribe to Decoding History and Science, and join us as we explore the past to understand the present. Because history isn't just about what happened, it's about what it means to us all.